It's Pika. So, I just want to give advice for all the generational curse breakers, the black sheep of the family. Hey, what's good? Hi. Yes, this this is a video dedicated to us, okay? Advice from me going through my spiritual journey to you. All right. So, number 1, it's one of the biggest ones. Only if you came from like a toxic environment. All right. So, this is the biggest one: reparent yourself. What that means is if you grew up in a toxic home environment like I did, an abusive home, yes, you do have to reparent yourself. Meaning, this, I'm gonna give you an example. So basically, what it means is like if you grew up in an abusive home like I did, and it affected you whenever you were an adult in your relationships, you turn to like abusive men or women and whatnot, you need to reparent yourself, meaning you have to like unlearn those habits. Um, because a lot of us grew up in an abusive household where we think it's right to hit, like put your hands on people or get hands put on you because that's what you've seen. You watched your mom grow up and get hit by your dad, or vice versa. You need to reparent yourself, unlearn all of the negativity and toxicity from your home. Yes, everything starts at home, yet that is what I believe. I'm not saying it's easy because it's not. I'm still going through my spiritual journey myself. But what I'm saying is that you can do it. I can do it. And I'm just one small brown girl. And I had to do it by myself, living alone and everything. I had to wipe my own tears. I had to hug myself at night. I had to cuddle myself at night. You know what I mean? You can do it too. I promise you. Um, it's not like a quick fix either. It is a long journey, but you can do it. The next thing I want to talk about is, again, just ties into that: unlearn everything. Unlearn all of the limited beliefs that you grew up with in your childhood. Unlearn everything. Any toxicity or negativity you grew up, unlearn that. Any closed mindedness from your parents or just from your family in general, just unlearn everything they taught you. Reparent yourself. Yes, it is worth it. It is very hard. That's all I gotta say. It's really hard. I didn't come on this video to be cutesy with you. I just came on this video to be blunt. It's very hard. Everything that I'm gonna list off is hard. So in order for this to work, you do have to put the work in for it. So yeah. The next one on my list is removing a lack mindset and gaining an abundant mindset, which means if you grew up and your mom stressed you out about bills or your dad stressed you out about bills, or you grew up with not a lot in the house, right? So you gain that lack mindset of always stressing about money, holding on to money extra hard and not trying to release it because that's how you grew up. Like, oh man, I can't afford these bills, blah, blah, blah. You need to gain an abundant mindset. Release that. Energy is currency. Money is not real. Nothing in this world is real. Everything is energy, even us. Energy is currency. Money is just like a paper to show value of that wealth, of that currency. But it's just paper. Do you see what I mean? And money does grow on trees. I strongly believe that. That's where we get paper from. So, yes, money does grow on trees. You need to gain an abundant mindset and just remind yourself, like, I don't make money, I attract money. Always. In the best possible ways. You really need to set your intentions and be very specific with the universe. It is very important. When you manifest, don't just manifest money, manifest the feeling that you have. And I know y'all probably tired of hearing that, but I'm so serious. Manifest the abundant feeling. But the thing is, if you do mantras like I am abundant in all areas of my life, that's what I do. I just want to let you know abundance can be anything. Abundance could be you, getting a bunch of money. Abundance could be in your love life. You could be happily fulfilled in your love life. Abundance could be in your career. You could, manifest something small like a free lunch or a free meal. Abundance comes in all forms. So, like I said, be very specific. What are you really trying to manifest? You got to really let the universe know with intention, with positive intention, with happiness, like saying, I am so happy and grateful for being so wealthy. And you can even put a timestamp on it. I am so happy and grateful for being so wealthy by December 2022. Boom. So happy and grateful. You see how I set my intentions with positivity and structure? You put a timestamp on it to let the universe know I want this abundance by this time. Not saying you're going to get it because like you're not in that time frame, because not anything's going to happen on your time, but it does happen on divine time. Okay, so my next one is imagine yourself hugging your younger self. That made me realize a bunch of things. When you close your eyes and you picture your younger self, and you can do it right now if you need to. If you picture your younger self running up to you, just like a little girl or a little boy, running up to you, and you just hug him. You hug yourself. That can tell you if you had not a lot of love growing up. And I didn't. I didn't have an emotional connection with my parents. So me doing that helped me so much. I cried so hard seeing little Pika run up to me because then I realized that's all I've ever wanted, was to be hugged, was to be held, was to be told that everything's going to be okay, was just to have somebody hug me and rub me on my back like that. That's very comforting to me, and I really envision myself hugging Pika, little Pika. And it hurt me because it really realized, like, damn, Pika, that's all you've ever wanted, was to be held. That's all. But when you do that, again, that's when you gotta reparent yourself. The next one is self-love is the best love, and that's very self-explanatory because it definitely is true. It is true. I'm not going to give you the motto of, oh, you can't love somebody else if you don't love yourself. I believe in that to a certain extent, you know what I mean? But what I do want to say is, if you don't love yourself, you can really end up in some damn sticky situations. I've been in some very bad relationships, abusive. I just had very low standards for myself. I believe that I deserve that kind of treatment from people. And now that I love myself, I don't chase anybody anymore. I just attract love. I hold myself to a high standard. I finally realized that I am a queen, a goddess, an empress, and I need to carry myself as such. And in order for you to be treated as that, you have to look to yourself as that. You need to work on yourself. You keep wondering why you attract bad people, but you're not looking within yourself. That's the problem. And then you don't want to believe that you're the problem. Well, then that is the problem. You need to love yourself. Be the being of love. Be the goddess of love so you can attract it easily. All right, my next one is stick to your guns. So that one's big for me. Stick to your guns, meaning if you separated yourself from your family because they were toxic, like I did, Stick to your guns. Don't let them guilt trip you to do, basically what you used to do. Fold. Do not fold. Don't ever fold. And that means for anybody. That's including family, that's including friends. If you know your friends are toxic, cut them off. I don't care how long y'all been knowing each other. I don't care how many pictures y'all have. Delete all that shit off your phone. I don't care about it. You shouldn't either if that person doesn't care either. If they're just using you, cut them off and stick to your guns. Stick to your word. Stand on it. Mind the business, but mind the business that pays you. Don't bother anybody. If something doesn't involve you, don't involve yourself. Don't disturb your own peace trying to give somebody else peace. It's not a good thing. I'm telling you. Listen. Don't explain yourself to anyone. That one's big too. Because you're going on this spiritual journey and the self-love journey, don't explain to people why you cut them off if they literally been treating you bad. They don't deserve an explanation because they already know what they did to you. They just didn't think you were going to cut them off and wisen up and stop looking through rose tinted glasses and finally cut their ass off. Period. Like, and don't explain yourself, meaning you don't have to tell people, adults, right from wrong. They know that they treated you badly. You don't have to explain your self journey or you don't have to explain your spiritual journey to anyone. A lot of people won't even understand, anyways. And they'll look at you, call you crazy because you're speaking from a form of spirituality. So then don't explain yourself. It don't even matter. Let people believe what they want. When you speak, whoever it resonates with is who it's supposed to resonate with. The person who will understand will understand. The girls that get it, and the girls that don't. All right. All right. So the last one I got, stay positive through all the bullshit. Meaning, if you have people, which there are going to be a lot, so I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. I'm very blunt. When you have people talking bad about your spirituality, calling you crazy, or talking bad about you for like cutting them off, even though they knew that they treated you bad, stay positive. Always speak positive intentions in the universe. Set your positive intentions. So everything that you receive is good karma. Don't ever send anything negative in the universe. Even if people are being negative to you, just stay positive. Don't even worry about what they got to say. Of course, easier said than done. Words can hurt. They do. But you really just train yourself, like how I talk to myself. I have a whole pep talk in my head. I say, Pika, you are a goddess. You are a beautiful black queen. You are an empress. Of course they're going to stare at you. Of course they're going to talk about you. You are a sight to see. You're attractive. You're intelligent. You're beautiful. You are grace. You're elegance. You are the goddess of love and peace and wealth. Just talk to yourself like that. Like, really, like, stop saying you need a hype man. Be your own hype man. Be your own hype man. You gotta love yourself in order to attract love.